Hello friends, today we are starting with AS-7 construction contract. As per, it is a pre-written note, so please don't pause the video and copy it right away. Firstly, we'll understand what construction contract deals with. Construction contract is applicable only to the constructor. It is quite obvious. There is nothing new of construction contract to whom it will be referred. It is simply applicable to constructors. The constructors means the person, the builders who build buildings, bridges, and any infrastructure, national infrastructure. So this accounting standard deals with the infrastructure, how we need to account for that. Because such construction contracts does not complete in a year or so, it takes more than 3 to 4 years. Most of the times it may take 5 to 6 years. So how we have to account for that, how we have to recognize the profit, how we have to recognize the cost, how we have to recognize the revenue, it is shown in this accounting standard, that is construction contract. So let us firstly understand the definition. Firstly, I want to tell you this all paras won't be asked in the exam, but you should know what construction contract is. So please don't skip this part and move ahead. Please listen it, or at least write it in your books and read it later. But if you listen to my explanation, you will get a better idea about this. Okay. So para 2 talks about the definition of construction contracts, and there are three definitions under this para 2. First is construction contract. Construction contract is specifically negotiated for a construction of an asset or a combination of an asset. So this is quite obvious. When will construction contract be negotiated? Construction contract will be negotiated only when there is a construction of an asset or a combination of an asset. Combination of an asset means when a builder constructs a building, he does not construct only one building, he constructs 2 to 3 buildings as a society. Okay, so that's why they have amended it and written as construction of an asset or a combination of an asset. Okay. Fixed price contract. What does fixed price contract means? Fixed price contract is where contractor agrees to a fixed price subject to escalation clause. What does escalation clause means? We'll come to know when I'll be teaching cost accounting, because construction contract is a major part in cost accounting and only a small part is there in the accounting standard, and there are no more sums relating construction contract in financial accounting, that is Group 1 accounts 1. Only accounting standard 7 has construction contract sum, and that also 2 to 3 sums, and only one major sum that most of the time students goof it up. So I'll be teaching that sum only at the end of the AS-7. So don't worry. Only if you solve that sum also, only if you solve and focus on that sum only, you will be able to cover AS-7, because entire AS is asked from there only. We need to know first the basics of AS, the line of accounting standard 7. So that's why I'm starting with this. So we come to know about fixed price contract just now. Fixed price contract is where contractor agrees to a fixed price subject to escalation clause. Cost plus contract. What does cost plus contract means? Cost plus contract is where contractor receives the whole cost incurred plus percentage margin for his fees. Percentage margin can be on profit, can be on the fixed cost that he has incurred. So when taking construction contract, the contractor may make a contract of cost plus contract. So the construction contract are further divided into fixed price contract and cost plus contract. Okay, so it is like a branch, first branch, and this is the second branch. You can write it in a T format also if you want. So present it as per your manner. I have written in this manner, but you can present it in a T format also. Okay, so please pause the video and firstly copy this. Okay, I'll have copied this much. Let's move on to next para, that is para 10, contract revenue. What does contract revenue means? When you have taken a construction contract, so there may be contract revenue, that means the income that you have earned, and there might be contract cost, that the expense you have made. Okay, so how to account for that? So let's see. Contract, what does contract revenue means? Firstly understand that, then we'll see how to account. Contract revenue, contract price should comprise of initial revenue agreed. What does initial revenue agree means? When a contractor takes a contract from a contractee, when a contractee want to build a particular asset, for building a particular asset, contractor says to contractee that such asset will take, he will charge for such asset say rupees 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so that is initial revenue agreed by the contractor, that he'll take 1 lakh rupees for the construction of a particular asset from the contractee. So this is initial revenue agreed. And what does variation claims and incentives means? While constructing the asset, the contractor come across a variation that the prices have increased of particular materials, or the labor have went on strike and their labor rates have increased. So for that variations are there. So later variations are done. So the contractee has to pay the total of this, that is initial revenue agreed as well as variation, to the contractor for constructing that particular asset. Okay, hope this is clear. And this is a part of the sums that we'll be learning at the end of the video. So please remember this part. Please write here important. So para 15, since we have studied contract revenue, now we'll study contract cost. What does contract cost include? Contract cost comprises of direct cost, attributable cost, allocated cost, those costs which are specifically charged to customer under contract. So this is somewhat we need to ignore, because the cost will be directly given to you all. We have to study this in cost accounting construction contract. Okay, so I'll write ignore over here, and I'll write here, but need to study this in cost account. Okay, so firstly please pause the video and write this much first. I hope you all have paused the video and copied this much. If not, please copy fast. Now we'll see para 25. What does para 25 says? Just wait. Para 25. What does para 25 say? Says stage of completion. Stage of completion. So wait, I'll explain you what stage of completion means. Stage of completion means there is a particular asset, take it as a building. We have given a contract to a contractor of building a 6-floor building. Okay, 6-floor building. But in the first year, he has completed up to ground floor, G floor. In the second year, these are the years. In the second year, he has completed till 3rd floor. And at the end of the 3rd year, he has completed all the floors. Okay. So how will ascertain the percentage of completion? So stages of completion are given. Stages of completion. How will ascertain the revenue that we have to pay to the contractor? So if he has completed in the first year till ground floor, so assuming he has completed 20%, so we have to pay 20% of the revenue or so. How to do that we'll understand when we'll further study contract, construction contract. We don't need to exaggerate on it more, just we need to write this first, then later on we'll see it again. Stages of completion, it is also known as percentage completion method, on the basis of which revenue is recognized in P&L account. So as I told you, see, he has completed in the first year till ground floor, that is 20% he has completed. So we will, the contractee means the contractee who has given the contract to the contractor, he'll pay 20% of the initial revenue to the contractor. So this is the manner in which we say stage of completion, and as per the stage of completion, the contractee pays the revenue to the contractee. Hope this is clear. So please write this again. This was a small part. So I just need to change the page. Please pause the video and write this much.